UPSC calendar year 2025 is here. The calendar for UPSC 2025 examination is here. So according to this, the Civil Services Preliminary Examination, as you can see on the screen, 2025 is scheduled on 25th of May 2025 on Sunday. Also, the mains examination of Civil Services 2025 is scheduled on 22nd August 2025. So it will take place for 5 days. So for prelims, which is scheduled on 25th, the number of days that is left is 220 days. So we have 220 days till we have to be ready for the next attempt, whoever is giving. That may be your first attempt or your many attempts, like your second or third attempt. But approximately, as we saw, we have 220 days. Now moving on, we'll see the syllabus of the examination. As we know that there are 3 stages in this examination, right? So the very first stage is prelims, the second stage is mains, and the third stage is interview or personality test. Only when you clear all these stages, you will be assigned a rank and a position. So let's look at the syllabus of the examination. That is firstly prelims examination. So in prelims, there will be 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. And both the papers will be carrying 200 marks each. What does the first paper entail? The first paper entails current events of national and international importance, which is nothing but current affairs for 1 year straight before the examination. And secondly, history of India and international movement. So this is nothing but history. Indian and world geography. So the third thing entails is geography. And next comes Indian polity and governance, constitution, political system, panchayati raj, public policy, rights, issues, etc. Fifth is economy, economic and social development, sustainable development, poverty, inclusion, demographics, social sector initiatives, etc. The next portion is general issues on environmental ecology, biodiversity, and climate change that do not require subject specialization. And the last and final part is general science. So what and all have we covered in paper 1 is that we have current affairs, which should cover both national and international current affairs. Second one, we have history that is pertaining to India and Indian national movement. So essentially what gave us freedom. Third one is geography. This geography should entail both Indian as well as world geography. You need to make a connection between the two. Fourth one is polity. Fifth one is economy. Sixth one is environment. And last and final is general science. You need to understand that all of these subject topics that you're looking at, you don't have to have like subject specialization. Like you don't have to go into detail and get into the aspects of geography as any geography professional would do. No, you need to have a basic understanding of the subjects so that you need to be able to excel in prelims as well as mains. That's what they're asking you here. And moving on to paper 2, paper 2 is essentially CSAT. So we have comprehension here, interpersonal skills, logical reasoning, decision making, general mental ability, and basic numeracy. All of this you need to keep in mind, that is class 10 level. Nothing above class 10 level will be given in paper 2. So paper 1 and paper 2, which consists of 400 marks in total, will determine whether or not you qualify for mains. Also, one important note is that paper 2, you only have to qualify. That is, you'll have a qualifying percentage that you have to get and you have to qualify. Both paper 1 and 2 will have negative marking, so you have to keep that in mind as well. So this covers the preliminary examination pattern. Now moving on to the mains examination pattern, that is part B. You will reach mains only if you clear prelims. And as we saw earlier, the mains is scheduled in August of 2025. So in mains also we'll have qualifying papers on Indian languages and English. So English will be compulsory, everyone needs to take it, and one regional language, that is Indian language, you need to qualify. For example, you are from Andhra Pradesh or Telangana, you need to qualify in Telugu. If you're from Karnataka, you need to qualify in Kannada. Similarly, Tamil Nadu, Tamil, Kerala, Malayalam, or any other state Hindi or any other regional languages that is entailed in the examination. That, and moving on, we'll have paper one. Paper one is, as you can see, essay. Paper two is where Indian heritage and culture, history and geography is covered. So what and all is covered here? We can see that history is covered, culture is covered, geography is covered, and society is covered in paper two. Moving on to paper three. In paper three, we have governance, constitution, polity, social justice, and international relations. Paper four, we have technology, economic development, biodiversity, environment, security, and disaster management. The detail of these papers, I'll cover it in the next video. I'm just giving you an overview of what you need to know before getting into this UPSC preparation. And also, paper 5 is ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Paper 6 and paper 7 will be your optional papers. This is the optional that you will choose. Whatever you choose, that will be your paper 1 and paper 2 of optional, and you need to score really well in these subjects because it will mainly determine your marks in your mains. So let's see what and all do we have here, what kind of optional subjects we have here and everything. So as I already told you, scheme of and subjects of prelims and mains examination, we have already covered it. And in mains examination, there'll be qualifying papers, one of the Indian language to be selected, and paper B will be English, as I said. So one will be your regional language and one will be your English. And papers to be counted for merit is that, as you can see, these both are like qualifying papers. Okay, you don't need to score here. So the papers to be counted for merit will be after this. That is paper 1, essay, paper 2, that is general studies 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll cover all of this in the next video in detail, so don't worry about it. Paper 6 and paper 7 are your optional subjects. And let's look at what and all do we have in optional. So as I said, the regional qualifying paper, you can choose any of these languages here. So Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Malayalam, all of these are included. So you can choose any one. And moving on, the optional subjects for mains examination is given below. So for example, if you have done your BSc in agriculture and you're very good at it, you can choose agriculture. There's no compulsion, as I said. You can choose according to your interest here. It does not have to do with whatever you have studied in your degree or previously. So you can choose any of the subjects that you can look on the screen and choose it for your examination as your optional. You can choose PSIR as well. You can choose physics, philosophy, medical science, mechanical engineering, mathematics, law, history, any of it that you want. Also, the marks, as you can see, is that for qualifying papers, they are 300 marks each. And for all the papers to be counted for merit, every paper is of 250 marks. So we have a total of 7 papers, right? So 7 papers, so we have 1750 marks. So after this, you have personality test, which is nothing but interview. An interview consists of 275 marks. So the total will be 2025 marks. Are you seeing the magic number? We are giving the exam in 2025 as well. So this entails what UPSC 2025 is all about. I'll be making a detailed video about the papers that is in mains examination in the next video. Please do tune up and like and subscribe my channel for more such data and videos. Thank you.